Catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the T, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Come on in. Y'all already know. I got my truly. Thursday. Let's do it. Gotta jam out real quick. You know the vibe. Yeah, I don't know about you, but happy Thursday, okay? Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and baby, it is, oh my goodness, it's been a week. It has been a week, baby, and we have so much to key in on, okay? If you were feeling what I opened up tonight's show with, that was not them with Thankful for Today, okay? Make sure that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we just take a moment to give thanks, to express gratitude, okay? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about on this Thursday, okay? Now, of course, I want to shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Hey, I see y'all. What's good? What's up? Okay. And I just want to remind everyone, if you are a business, okay, if you have something that you want to promote, you were looking to advertise, okay, I want to carve out a spot just for you. So if you're interested in advertising with me, make sure that you reach out, okay? And of course, I cannot go any further without thanking my faves, okay? The best radio partners that I have, okay? Shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? So look, in the past couple weeks, there's been a little bit of changes, okay? If you tune in with us, first off, you should be following us, following the Blueprint Media Company everywhere, okay? Just type in at the BP Media Co. and we pop right up. But if you all didn't know, because I kind of like dropped it low key, the Blueprint Live, as far as with my radio partners, is going to be playing on Sundays now, okay? There's just been a lot of movement, and apparently they like to listen to the show on Sundays. Okay, so make sure that you all continue to tune in with me live. Of course, I'm going to be here every Thursday, but in case you missed me, you get to catch me on the replay. Okay, and that's good. It's all about getting it out there. Okay, the message is still clear. Let me see who is over here in the comments. What's up? We got DJ MH in the building. Shout out to you. What's up? Congratulations. He had a big announcement, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all give it up. Go and follow him. Make sure that you are in tune, okay? And if you need a DJ, y'all better book him, period. Bobby Wright, you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so Bobby coming back on the show, y'all. He has been talking to us. we've been having a ball since the top of the year. But Bobby Wright is coming on. Okay, if you all don't know him, he is funny as hell. Make sure that y'all get into it with him. And Mike, I can't see what this is, but thank you for tuning in. Okay, I appreciate you. And last but not least, to my sponsors, my amazing sponsors. Shout out to Fiya Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and Paris Ice Bar. Okay, after tonight's broadcast, everyone is going to be hyperlinked on both Facebook and YouTube. So make sure that you go and follow their pages to stay in tune with what's coming up next, and go and subscribe to their YouTube channels. I, as a creator myself, cannot express to you all enough. Go and subscribe, go and like, share, okay, engage. This, if you all want to help a small business, these are things that you can do for free, okay? So everyone that is involved with the show, make sure that you go and follow them, okay? Now look, I gotta go ahead. I have to get into tonight's Hate It and Love It. Okay, Bobby said, can't wait. Wear the brown Hershey Kiss outfit again. Bobby, get off of the live. Please stop. Not when I wore the brown that night, and then y'all called me a Twix. Y'all called me a lot of things that night. A few weeks ago, I wore all brown. Why did I do that? Why did Demetri Brown wear all brown? And when I tell y'all they roasted me, I was looking good, but y'all didn't even have to do me like that. But we'll throw some hit of brown. You got to match me though, Bobby. You got to match because we co-hosted. Period. All right, look, I think it's a good time to go ahead. Ooh, hate it and love it, y'all. I just made my list out. Damn. I think I got a lot of hate of this week. Let's go.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
I started with a love it this week. Let's start off peaceful before things get a little turbulent. My sister, shout out to my sister, my real sister, y'all. Shout out to Rondalyn. First off, I want to thank my family members that share their logins. I share my logins. When I tell y'all my Comcast account has, excuse my language, been slutted out to the highest degree. There's no other way that I can say it. But, you know, I got the Comcast, but I'm also able to get channels from everybody else. But this particular last week, my sister put me on to, or excuse me, not put me on. She did technically. She gave me access to Now That's TV. And if anyone that knows me, as sophisticated as I am, a little sophisticated, because I like the ratchet stuff too. I love trash television. I'm sorry. And I know, you know, it's going to be some woke people and some conscious folks like, why do you watch that crap, MzMetchi? Mind your business. When you go to work in corporate America every day, 5 days out the week, sometimes you want to see a couple drinks thrown. You'd like to see a chair politely launched across the room. It's, I call it balance. It's like work-life balance, right? So for me, I have to be real kind of zhuzh all the time. So I love to watch a little ratchet television. Needless to say, she put me on Now That's TV, and I started watching a show called The Young and Reckless. Yes, you heard me. It's called Young and Reckless. And it was everything reckless, everything young. So I enjoyed the series. It was nice. For me, it was nice to not have anything planned. I had lost my voice a little bit. I lost my voice. And I was like, oh, when I tell you, when I lose my voice, I shut down all operations. I'm like, baby, don't talk to me. I have nothing for you at this point. I can't do anything because my voice is my moneymaker. Okay? Shout out to if you know what your moneymaker is. Okay? But needless to say, as I was trying to prepare everything, I sat and I watched this series all weekend. And I watched a couple other things. I watched Big Bad Lex's show. Because I love to see a good stripper hoe too, baby. I love it. I love it. I'm like, I'd be like this. I'm like, I want to make my feet clap like that with some heels. I had the opportunity to do that one time. Shout out to my friend Kristen. Last year we went and we did a pole dancing class, and I got to actually put on the stripper shoes. Baby, the first thing I did was I laid on my back and commenced to clapping them shoes together with my feet. I needed to do it. I'll never be a stripper, but I needed that energy on me. Best friend, Kim said me too. Baby, look, when I tell you that be my thing, I'm just like, you at this point, if I'm at the strip club and I have some money and you come in front of me and you with them shoes, take these dollar bills, okay? Take them. Take them. Take my dollars. She said, sounds so fun. Yes, girl. And look, it was right up the street from my job. So I couldn't believe, I was like, not in stripper activities going on right up the street, right down Michigan Avenue. Baby, we outside. Y'all want MzMetchi to set up a class? Y'all want to clap y'all feet with the heels too? Let me know in the comments. I got y'all. Okay. So that's the love it, sister. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. I want to shout out to Kim, who's on here. Thank you for sharing that Paramount login. We love you too, big. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Okay. Look, now it's time to go into the hated it. And I told y'all I had a few. So I think now is a good time to go ahead and go in. My growth that I've had as a person, how I handle things. I love that, right? I love that. But y'all know how when you have calmed down, right? You've calmed down. You're not as rowdy as you used to be. You aren't causing as much of a ruckus as you used to. Because I love it how when a lot of people that have met me later on in my life, when I like got in my 30s or my late 20s and everything, after I had kind of calmed down, I wasn't a rah-rah girl like how I used to be. I love how they think that I don't get that dog in me. Okay. And Kim, you already know, since we was just talking about this, people be forgetting that they see the reformed you. And they forget that there was another version inside of there. Okay. I think that that's the hated it or whatever. People have to understand that when you are dealing with people that are very calm and diplomatic with how they handle things, and they're essentially like, you may even be in some type of like verbal with them or whatever the case is, and you notice in most situations they chill out. I think what people fail to understand is that there takes a lot of chaos that has to happen and that has to ensue in order for you to be at a place of calm. So the hated it is when people feel like that you ain't got it in you to act up if need be. And for me, I feel like these last few weeks specifically, it's been so much just on a personal realm, business realm, at work, all types of things that are testing me. And I'm just like this. Woo, they should be so lucky that they're dealing with the reformed MzMetchi and not the older version. Because this is the thing. I embrace all parts of who I am now and who I was. You know what I'm saying? There's still some parts that should be fixed now. Let's keep it real. Okay. It's still a lot of things. It's still a lot of work that goes along with that. But when people don't recognize that you staying quiet, not so much is for you, but for them, they'll stop messing with you. Because see, it's funny. I was talking to Kim, and I was just like, you know what? I'm like, I feel like that maybe the old Mechi need to seep out a little bit. But you can't allow the things that's going on around you to change you. Kim say it's a hated it too. It is. Let me get into her comment. She said they definitely trying to play in the faces of the former dog. Okay, until you're ready to bite that. Bing bong. In all seriousness. And sometimes I be having to catch myself because see, my problem was that my mouth is real flip. And I don't believe in having a filter like that. So I say what I need to say. And it makes people uncomfortable. It does. It does. My manager told me today when I was at work this week, she said, she's like, I don't know if anybody else will be able to really handle you. Like how we do here at our office. And I'm like, dang, for real? I'm not even that bad. I'm recognizing I got some ways, but it's just like you want to bite when you feel like that you're being tested or people are doing things to you. And I think my biggest pet peeve, my hated it is that when people doing things to you and they know that they doing certain stuff. So it's like, wait a minute, you know that you're capable of doing stuff different and this is the path that you chose. Then when you get to barking, it's the problem. It's the problem, okay? Yeah, but they don't know, girl. They be trying to play. Let's see. Hey, Tanya, she said, speak on it. Church, not church. Church, okay? That's pretty much it. So I'm proud of my growth because I'm handling things like how I should at this present moment. But the old me be wanting to seep out and turn up. I used to really cuss people out and do all that other stuff. And I'm just like this. I'm like, y'all should be so lucky. Okay. Moving along to another hated it. And I'm going to put this out and I don't want anybody to get offended. But look, on Thursdays, if you're not a part of like my crew, like we close like that, stop trying to overwhelm me on Thursday. I can't do it. I get so overwhelmed on Thursdays. Like, please, I'm trying to keep my mind right for the show. Leave me alone. Okay. Whether if it's at work, when I hear that Teams thing going off, oh my gosh, it went off so many times today. I'm like, leave me alone. I can't do it. I can't engage. Not today. Not on Thursdays. Any other day, you got it. But not today. Okay. And this was another one. And I'm still trying to find the root of why it burns me up. But for y'all celebrities, and I'm gonna call y'all that. Let me tell you something. We all have our devices. Okay. If you leave me on scene or red or open for a long ass time, I'm not messaging you ever again. And I need y'all to know I got called on the same thing with some of my friends and family members just this week too. So this is also a hated it for me as well. Because I just be like this. I get so overwhelmed, I throw the phone. But if it's more than like a day, I will never ever message you ever in my life. Like dead ass. That's a hated it for me. You are not a celebrity. I am not a celebrity. Even, you know what, Kim? I know you probably thought I didn't get your call or whatever the case is either. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna explain to you. We was in tune. I had called you right back, sis. Like again, I get called on the same BS that I be calling everybody else out on. That's the hated it this week. Okay, when I come back from break, this what would you do tonight is straight up weird. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's real short. It's real sweet, but it's weird. And I want to talk to my vegans in the building tonight. I want to know what you guys think. I'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, time for What Would You Do? So this one, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it in my relationship group, and oh baby, by the time I looked back at this one, it had 238 comments. Now, this one is short, so make sure that you catch it. Let me sip my Truly. Y'all, 100 calories. Baby, you cannot beat this. I be getting toe up off the Trulies, y'all. Call me a white girl, call me whatever you will. Okay, I drink White Claws too. All right. My wife is going deeper into her vegan journey and has asked if we can start using condoms because she'd like to stop swapping juices with someone who still eats meat. Of course, I want to support her on any journey of hers, and I communicated as such, but goodness, it annoys me a bit. I'll note that she's really into health, etc., and often takes things to the extreme. Is she doing too much, or am I being insensitive because I don't want to start using condoms? What? Y'all, I didn't know that being vegan, that it went that deep. I didn't know. I didn't know. So then I found myself after I read it and of course perused through the comments with my virtual popcorn. Because I did. I did it. I wanted to learn more about that because technically, if you are having unprotected sex, and I see a couple of you all just came in, so I do want to give y'all a quick synopsis of tonight's What Would You Do? A man is married to his wife. She is on a vegan journey, and she has asked if they can start using protection because she does not want to exchange juices with someone that still eats meat. And I don't know how to say this without sounding explicit, but I probably couldn't be a vegan because I'm just like, you can't give up all the meat. Give it all up. That's the one meat that I wouldn't go without. I wouldn't go without that one. But yes, it does go that deep where if you are a vegan, you don't you you know you don't want that. Kim says sis is chirping. Bobby, now she dumb as hell. Now she dumb as hell. Okay. Let me roll back. I think that she is too, but so as I was reading the comments, there were actually people who were vegan that were commenting on this particular post. Okay. And they were saying that when you think about it, as far as if you're having unprotected sex with someone that, is all of this going on. And if someone is consuming meat, of course, those things can throw off your pH and all of that other stuff. And I mean, what's the quickest way to do it besides something that is being inserted inside? Okay. That's the reality of the situation. So I recognize very quickly because I very ignorantly read the thing and I'm like, oh, okay. This is a real situation. Like this is something that if someone is taking that lifestyle so seriously, it could go to that extent. It absolutely could. So I did think that she was tripping at first. Honestly, Kim, that was my first reaction. I'm just like, girl, for real? Like, what? Let's be honest, okay? I'm married. Part of the perk of wanting to lock in with someone, like once we locked in, ain't no switching up, is so that you can be able to enjoy that without having to worry about all the extra hoopla and whatnot. So I'm just like, baby, if you want a little bit of pot roast and all I'm eating is this celery and carrots and things of that sort, I don't know if it would be a problem for me, but I can see how if she's taking it to the extreme, how it could be for her. Okay. Bobby says, so she engaging in FaceTime or no? That's a good question. That's a good question. Because that's technically a meat to not be inappropriate. So yeah, I don't know if she is. Okay, Kim said, I understand where she's coming from, and I understand that her being a vegan is important to her, but that's a little far-fetched. I think she's doing a bit much with it, and she should just make an exception for the happy white juice that her husband is providing. Happy white juice? Is that Is that what we're okay? So y'all, from moving forward, Happy White Juice. I'm not mad at the name. I'm not mad at the name at all. Get your husband's white happy juice. His happy white juice. Okay. Very. Okay, so this is the thing. Y'all, I'm assuming so condoms have to be vegan too. I mean, I don't know. That's the one exception that I would have to make. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have to make an exception. I just feel, it's like, girl, what? That's your man. That's your man. Make him drink a smoothie or something before. There's ways around it, sis. You don't have to deprive yourself from the good old authentic, no bounds, no jackets, no, because I'm sorry. Yes. And then we're grown. We're talking about the what would you do tonight. Yeah, I mean, of course it's better without it. Duh. I think we can all admit that. I mean, yeah, it's much better if you don't have that. So why take away one of the main perks of locking in with your person? Like, we locked in so that we could do this thing and do it the way that we want to without all of that. I do think she's taking it to the extreme. So okay, this is the what would you do? Bobby said raw is law. You crazy as hell, Bobby. Okay. This is what I would do if I was in his situation, okay? Me personally. And y'all drop what y'all would do in the comments. I want to read it out loud for everyone that's tuning in. But what I would do if this was me, okay? I would let her know that, of course, hey, I support everything that you're doing. I support it. But I would have to politely ask, is there an exception that could be made to this particular rule? Can you make an exception for me? I will go and get you all the fruits and vegetables that you need and all of that, but can we not get rid of this one thing? Or okay, let's go ahead and really take it there. Ask her, can y'all still do it raw, but you pull out? No happy white juice. No happy white juice inside, because that's what really throws it off. For real. Let's be, I mean, it's not me, it's science, y'all. It's science. If you retract, reverse, reverse, Terry, reverse. If you do that, then you may not have to worry about it. Okay. Kim says she don't like Buddy. And being vegan is an excuse. Boom. Y'all ladies and even gentlemen that be coming up with these wild excuses not to be fully intimate with y'all spouses, y'all gotta be stopped. I feel like if you are giving poor excuses as to why you don't want to freak on your spouse or your significant other, whatever the case is, you should receive jail time. You need to go to jail. You need to go to jail. Okay? Stop making excuses. Go and make love somewhere. Make do whatever. Do what you got to do. But y'all got to stop coming up with these excuses. Like, girl, you've been letting them shoot the club up the whole time. Why now? Kim said under the jail. Okay? Like, you can only, I got a headache or my tummy hurts so many times before it's just like this. Baby, you lying. What, you don't want to do it? and ladies, don't think y'all the only ones, because these dudes be coming up with excuses too. Oh yeah. They'll excuse themselves right out of the sexual act. Like, man, I'm going through some things. Like, baby, we are all going through some things. Do you want to do it? You want to feel better? Let's have a real conversation. But yeah, if you're making up poor excuses or you looking for like different things and you won't just say what it is, you definitely should be jailed. Lock them up. You should be able to call the police. Like, I see you excited over there. You're not giving it up. What's going on? But no, for real, in this situation, I would definitely just try to talk to her to see if you can find some type of common ground. A lot of the times, it's you're not trying to sway someone to make the decision ultimately that you want to make, but it's about coming to the table to see, hey, can we work this out? Is this something that you may be able to just kind of like look at differently from my point? Because I'm sorry, it is hard to go from being able to be free in your sexual activity and then you have to kind of cage that. That's difficult. That's difficult for any type of relationship dynamic, but especially in a marriage when it's just like you went into it under the premise that these are some of the things that are going to happen and they should be ever changing. Like, there shouldn't be a time where we're moving backwards to doing things that we did when we first started dating, like using protection. Because most of the time, if you getting down with somebody, at least y'all should, if you're getting down with somebody for the first time, you should definitely be wrapping yourself up. I'm not reverting back to that. I'm gonna be like, look, baby, I don't know if you want me to go and get a little, squeeze a little juice, do the juicer. We're not doing it. So for me, I would have a conversation. Have a conversation with your wife and just let her know, like, hey, you know what? This is difficult for me. It all comes back to conversation. And if you don't state what your expectations are, you'll be disappointed every time. Get in tune, y'all. I mean, I'm with Bobby. Raw is law. Raw is law, not with everybody, though. Not with everybody. But your spouse, I think that's a given. I don't know. I mean, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm like, look, even if you're not trying to get pregnant or different things like that, I'm like, they got spermicide. They got a lot of other different ways that you can. They have female condoms. There's different ways where you can still kind of enjoy the experience. I'd make her wear a condom. I'd be like, I'm gonna get you a condom, but I prefer not to wear those. I'm allergic. Baby, you got to start pulling some stuff out too, since we just pulling things out the air. But you do want to make sure that you respect what she's saying. Respect what she's saying and let her know that you understand and how important it is, and ask her, can you all come to a compromise? That's how I would approach tonight's What Would You Do? And then, of course, if I could, we'd lock you up. We lock you up because you're trying to take the good loving away, okay? I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, I have tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. I'll be right back.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl MzMetchi. Who? Let me tell y'all, baby, I was doing everything to try to get my voice in order. Okay, I was doing everything that I could to get my voice in order. But now it's time to go ahead and hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. I told y'all tonight was gonna be a quickie because I'm about to go outside. I'm about to go outside. It's my Auntie Frida's birthday, y'all. Shout out to all the Pisces. Y'all better show some love to the Pisces gang. Okay. All right. The first story tonight. So look, I know y'all be hearing about all these car recalls, but this one really spoke out to me. So Toyota is calling over 280,000 pickup trucks and SUVs in the US because they're currently experiencing a transmission problem that it allows the car to move forward even when it's in neutral. Okay. Now, I would imagine that would be a problem at somebody's car wash, right? Somebody's car wash. When you got your car in neutral and then it's just like, you know what? No, we about to hit this person in front of me. So I feel like now that Toyota cars and trucks is going to be on my radars, just like them white Teslas after that movie came out. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I see a Tesla out on the road, I get out of Dodge every time. I'll be like, okay, let me go ahead and move over. And then every time I see a Tesla, it's doing too much. And I'm just like, is it a real person driving this car, or is it being driven on its own? Because baby, let me get up out of Dodge. Let me get out of Dodge. So now I feel like if I'm at the little car wash and I'm trying to wash my car and things of that sort, I'm gonna have to start watching out to make sure, like, okay, is it a Toyota behind me, in front of me? What's going on? What's going on? So I figured I'd let you all know so you know you can keep that on your radar. Okay. Now, I was really, really sad to hear about this story. So if you all have not heard of Hadia Broadbent, okay, she came on the scene years ago about her story of being born. She was a child living with HIV, and y'all, she passed. She passed at 39 years old, and someone had when they posted her actual announcement, they tagged her Facebook page and everything, and it looked like, of course I went and looked. I'm like, oh my goodness, I remember her story from back in the day. She had videos on there and she was dancing, and she looked like that she just had a very, very full life. Despite of some of the circumstances and the cards that was dealt to her. And it was really, really sad to hear of her passing. So definitely extending my heartfelt condolences to her family during this time. I mean, she had a hell of a story, and she was definitely an activist, and just always on the scene trying to uplift everyone. And I mean, my goodness, it's always the people that have those stories and those journeys, and it just seemed like that they get called home so soon. So prayers are going out to her family on their extreme loss. Oh my gosh. So look, I'm gonna need for whoever that stole DC Young Fly's bag, I'm gonna need y'all to return that. He had a bag stolen, and he is asking the thief to return it because it contained personal items, including his girlfriend who passed on, her death certificate. Important information in this bag that they stole from him. Hasn't DC Young Fly been through enough? What? I'm just trying to understand. I believe that people are just really, really wicked. Because why? Why are y'all stealing from this man? What are you actually getting from? I don't understand that. Let me get into these comments. What y'all talking about over here? Kim says, so sad. Absolutely. Yeah, it was. I mean, all of those stories, it's a little heavy, it's a little bit heavy. And it's, what people don't recognize is that everybody is walking around with something on them. Something on their mind, on their heart, on their spirit. So it's best to be kind and not act a fool out here, and definitely don't steal from folks. Okay, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So y'all boy, oh Kim, yes, this week has been heavy. Yes, it has, sis. So y'all boy Floyd Mayweather, y'all, he said he is not going to speak bad about Diddy. He said it in an interview. He's not going to speak bad about him. Okay. He noted that he said he's still a black man and mistakes happen. I mean, You don't have to talk about anybody that you don't want to. You don't. And I know people were like, oh, you know, he's wrong. He should say something. And I mean, definitely the allegations that are out there are pretty messed up. But just because you're a celebrity or you're someone with influence, it doesn't mean that you have to speak on things that you don't want to speak about. So people need to really kind of get their undies out of a bunch and let people do them. If he doesn't want to speak bad on him because he's a black man and things happen, that's his prerogative. You can't change that. I am learning you cannot, if somebody has their mind made up about something, there's nothing that you can do or say that's going to change that. Nothing. Okay? So, if y'all want this man to speak on Diddy, please stop. He said he's not going to do it. Now, okay, where are my beehivers? Okay, so y'all, Beyonce, she took the #1 spot on the country chart with the Texas Hold'em. Y'all got that in rotation, don't it? Y'all got the Texas Hold'em in rotation. I finally listened to the whole song this week. I don't know. I mean, I like country, but I'm not, I'm not gonna listen to an entire album. I'd rather listen to D-Lo or somebody. I was better tell in school. Now I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Okay, like I listen to, if you get in my car in the morning at any time, it's some trap music going on. You're gonna be like, I am riding with a full-on queen pin. She is slanging dope out here. She's a madam. She's all of these different things, baby. If you get up in my car, we are not listening to country music. That's why when I heard the song, I listened to it while I was at work, because I don't listen to music like that in my car. We listen to trap music. We listen to ski. Kim said, I'll stick to Shania Twain, but go off Beyonce. I'm proud of her. The thing about it is that Beyonce is going to continue to prove that no matter where you place her, she is going to dominate every time. And I love that for her. So congratulations to Beyonce for securing that top spot. I mean, that's pretty big, seeing as though, everyone was taken aback when the song first came out. Okay. Where are my Apple people at? Apple is trying to take y'all's money again. I'm joking. No, they said Apple officially is warning for users to stop putting their wet phones in rice. Okay. They just want y'all to buy another phone. I mean, y'all already like a couple models behind on things, and that's okay. That's okay. But they don't want y'all to save y'all phones no more. They say, come buy a new one. Stop putting it in rice. Stop being cheap. Oh my goodness. Okay, last thing. And this one, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought it was real funny. Oh, wait, Amanda, what's that? She said, I really don't care too much for Beyonce. I give her respect as an artist. I mean, she really is she's the GOAT as far as a lot of things. So, I always give credit where it's due. I'm not one of those obsessed fans over anybody. Like, I mean, I love Drake. Oh my gosh, I love Drake. But it's not like that. I don't love him the way that the Beehivers love Beyonce. Baby, because she come and she collect on their taxmas every year. Every single year. I love it, but it's not for me. Amanda said, at this point, I want to go back to Android. Come on back home, sis. Come home. Now, this last story, Wyclef Jean, he says that the Fugees reunion tour is going to resume this year. And then I laughed. Y'all want to go see the Fugees? Y'all gonna wait for Lauryn Hill to come out? She's notorious, and I ain't saying nothing bad. At the end of the day, Lauryn Hill is the one too. Okay, she can do whatever she wants to do. But I don't like when they make you wait for a super long time at the concerts. It's like, baby, especially if y'all come into town on like a Monday or a Tuesday. Baby, I have to go to work. I'm not taking the day off. I'm not. I took the day off to come to the concert. I would like for you to perform at least 90 minutes after the start time. If it's at 7, can you at least come on a little bit early? Are we going to get that with the Fugees? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. That's this week's hated and love it. A little bit of that too, but it's what's happening and what's up this week. Okay. Now another thing I'm excited to announce. This is for me. So I am going to be a moderator next week for the When There's a Woman, There's a Way networking soiree that is hosted by the Black Women Professionals League. Okay, this is happening on March 1st at the Hyde Park Bank. I am super excited to be with my sisters. Okay, we're going to be having a great conversation and, really connecting with one another. I'm hoping to see some people in the building, especially some of our new ladies that are looking to become a sister as well, honey. So make sure that you all come out. I'm definitely going to be moderating the conversation. And y'all know one thing about me. I like to talk. Okay. And speaking of which, tonight, I don't have a topic per se, but there's a story that's going on, and y'all gonna laugh when I start talking to y'all about it. But I'll give you a sneak peek because we just gonna catch up tonight before I get up out of here. The mayor of Dalton, for those that live out in Illinois, baby, what is going on with Tiffany? What's going on with Tiffany? We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and when I come back, we gotta jump in. Be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. So look, okay, before I went on break, I was telling you all that I have been getting myself fully immersed into the drama that is the mayor of Dalton, y'all. Look, right before I came on tonight, I was talking with Anthony and I told him, I said, I'm like, Kim sent me a video. I was like, why? He's been talking to me about it. He's like, have you been hearing it? And I'm like, yeah, I've been hearing about this story of like some of the corrupt things that's going on in the city of Dalton. And I'm like, what is going on right now? So I took a deep dive, but before we went on, I came on, I was talking with him and he said that, right? They just shut down like a slew of bars and everything in the city. And they believe that it's a retaliation because these people didn't donate to her campaign. Being sued left and right. The FBI is now involved. Okay. But I think the thing that got me this week, Kim sent me a video. Y'all, this woman walked into one of the city meetings, honey. As It was a play off of New Jack City. She had the dog. Like that Martin episode. It was a really, really bad blooper. Baby, when I tell you I was over here on the floor, like, you ever laugh until you have real tears in your eyes? That was me. That was me when she sent me that video. Shout out to Kim for sending that video over. If Tiffany and the things that we are seeing in the news, if this is not a shining example of why you all need to get up and go and vote, baby, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Go and vote. Okay. These are y'all elected officials. Okay. When you choose them, you got to deal with whatever. But I think the thing that was really disturbing is that there are people that are waiting on permits and all of these things. And basically, if they have not given to the campaign or donated to her charity, her organization that she has, baby, they get put on the back burner. Okay. That's a lot of heat. Now, I do feel like they need to probably potentially come and take a look at what's going on in our municipality as well. But we're talking about Dalton tonight. Dalton news. The thing about it is that a lot of the stuff that goes on in politics, this is stuff that we see across the board. But it's kind of wild. It's really wild. Amanda said, I never liked Tiffany anyway. And it was just always something about her. I don't know why the hell they would give her Frank's place after he passed. Ooh, yes, Kim. Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. I told them about the video that you sent me with her coming in on that New Jack City stuff. Baby, I couldn't believe it. When I tell you, I was sitting there like clenching my invisible pearls. Like, is this woman really doing this? It was too much. Yes, Kim, I've already cited you as my source, friend. Kim was sending me that. She said, wait a minute, you didn't see when she did this and you didn't see the thing about her organization? I said, girl, no. And it's like, Dalton got enough stuff going on a day-to-day. Girl. She said she's a wild one. Her showing up to that meeting the way that she did, and I had to ask Kim. I said, Kim, was this like on Halloween or something? You know, like, I'm trying to think, because, you know, there are some mayors, like I grew up in Country Club Hills, and our old mayor that we used to have, I mean, baby, he, at any time, like when we built the concert hall out there, oh, baby, he would be outside getting his swerve on, dancing on any black woman that was going to shake that ass on. These are real things that happen. I'm like, it's the 4th of July, the fireworks going off. He just like, shake that thing on me. So, you know, they're actual people. So nobody is expecting them not to be real people, but she a little different. Kim said it was a regular ass day. It was. I couldn't believe it. I literally saw that and I'm like, you telling me this is not Halloween? You telling me that the people that's here, that they not dressed up too? And I looked at the video. I'm like, oh, okay. This is cute. You got to stop with the corrupt stuff. You never win when you being corrupt, whether that's in politics, that's in your personal life. If you move and you grimy out here, you're going to have circumstances where you're going to have to account for those actions, right? So let's kind of catch up on that thing. When you doing dirty, it catches up to you. That was what I kind of pulled from that. I'm like, you know what? Now all of these people are calling things out, coming, you know, telling their stories. And you never want to be that person where it's just like people are gathering on behalf to tell some negative stories about something crazy that you done did. I don't know. For me, I really like to live and treat people in a way where it's just like, even if y'all did get together to have a conversation, it's just like, what you gonna say? What you gonna say? And especially when you're in politics, you should not get into politics if you are not for the people. You can't go into that and be all about yourself. And especially in a city like Dalton. Dalton is not a horrible place to live, but any place that we live in the South suburban area, that's not Olympia Fields or Matheson or Orland Park or something like that, Tinley. You know, you want to sprinkle a little bit of extra love on it. You definitely don't want the scamalicious things flying around you. And when the FBI gets involved, oh baby, what's really going on? Hey, Auntie Tracy, what's up, girl? What's up? Welcome, girl. We talking about the crooked mayor, honey. The crooked mayor out in Dalton. That story was just striking to me. I hate to see it because this is the thing. It's hard enough navigating and trying to find us to find your place and find your footing as you move up the ladder as a Black woman. And when you do things when you as a Black woman or a Black man, when you do things and you are in a certain position of power, it reflects badly, right? And not that no one is responsible for everyone else, but we know, okay, I want to speak to my Black folks this evening, okay? Y'all know that we have to work a little bit harder. We got to do things a little bit differently. And we have to remain pristine and on point. Okay. So you can't do those things because it ends up, even though you are one person and those are your actions and you should be, quite frankly, judged off of just your things, it becomes where they just like, well, should we even let somebody else that looks like them in that particular position? So it's like we always have to be mindful. And I'm like, I know if I'm in a certain room, if I'm in a certain position, I'm gonna be mindful because I want other people to join me. You can't go against businesses in your community, okay? You can't go against them because you feel like someone is not supporting something that you're doing. That's not how it works when you're supposed to be for the people at any capacity. Whether if you are a mayor, a police officer, or a trustee, you have to move with the people. Okay, Auntie Tracy said, you're right. You never burn bridges. You never know when you got to cross them. Absolutely. I agree. She said, Amanda, she said, when I say you got to be about the people, baby, it's real. You would be surprised at things that go on. Glad I don't work there anymore. Ooh, Amanda. What was it like working there? Are you ready to tell your story? Was this surviving Dalton? Okay, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, Kim said you got to be mindful for sure. Yeah, you do. You have to be when you put yourself in a position where you say that you're going to be for the people, you have to do it for real. You got to do it for real. Like, and you got to have a mission and you got to be able to stand on it. And even because we're people, we're human. So even when we get in certain things, and I'll be honest with you, I mean, even in the position that I'm in my life, on a business level, in my professional life, you are faced with things that are going to test your ethics. You are. The higher you move up, when you are in certain rooms and you're a part of certain things, you become a little bit more susceptible to getting wrapped up in the BS if you allow yourself to be. So you have to have your own moral and ethical footing in order to make sure that you're not making decisions that are going to be a bad look for you or for anything that's attached to you. Okay? So you got to move ethically. But when you're in a place of leadership where you are leading an entire village, you have to be even more mindful of what you do and the decisions that you make and how you're moving and how you're treating people. You have to. Like, don't burn your name. Okay, Tanya said one reporter called her Mayor City Girl. Oh my gosh. Not Mayor City Girl. Not Mayor City Girl. That's a tough one, Tanya. That's a tough one. At the end of the day, whenever I see someone, especially our people, if I see them in a place where they're not doing right, my prayer for them is always that they can do better. Okay? Do better. Because every chance that we get up, every time that God puts breath in our bodies, we have a chance to make it right and do something better than what we did yesterday. So I'm simply hoping, I really want to talk to y'all about it because I could not believe. I was like this. Now she done came in here with a play dog, child. A dog. Dressed up like Nino Brown. So somebody gonna end up getting arrested. Yeah. Mandy said this was the township back when Frank was still alive, but all the townships would come together when they were at election day and dinner. Okay. See, I didn't know if you had some scoop for us. I have to ask. Okay. So real quick, definitely just wanted to catch up with you all about that because y'all know whenever I hear some foolishness, I always try to see, did y'all hear the foolishness too? Because I can't be the only one. I don't want to be the only one. Okay. I'm going to take a really quick break. When I come back, we're going to close out with tonight's quote of the night. And I told y'all next week, I got Bobby coming on. So I'm super excited about that because, baby, we are going to have a time. We're going to have a time. I'll be right.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back. It's time to jump into tonight's quote of the night. I see y'all going off in these comments for those that are tuning in on Facebook. What y'all talking about? Yes. Okay. Yo, you saw that too. Okay. Yes. They keying in on that. Not the mayor city girl. Bobby Wright, a time will be had. Tune in on 229. We going up. Yes, yes. Bobby will be in our virtual building. Okay. But this is I was having a conversation with one of my really good friends today, and we were talking about entitlement. And then shortly after I hung up, this quote popped up on my Pinterest because I was just, trying to take a few moments to aimlessly scroll before I came on. And this one came up for me because, there are a lot of people in the world that feel entitled to things. And I've had moments where I've had to check my own sense of entitlement to things, people, places, things, whatever. Okay. So this one stuck out to me and I wanted to share it with you all because I just felt like it perfectly summed up what my friend and I were talking about earlier. So, and it goes a little something like this. Once you accept that no one owes you a thing, you begin to hold more value in those who go out of their way for you. You are not entitled to a helping hand, a bring in, or a seat being offered to you. Anything positive you receive from someone is a gift that must be appreciated. That was from a lady named Megan Roxanne. And I just thought that particular quote was so, oh my goodness. We have to remember in this life, everyone is living their individual lives, okay? And no one has any entitlement over another person, another place, another thing. You're not entitled to that. Anything that you receive should be appreciated. You can ask for things, you can do all that other stuff, but to feel like it is owed to you, we have to get away from the entitlement mindset. And we have to accept things freely and let things flow to us as they flow to us and flow away from us as it's supposed to flow away from us. And that was the word that I wanted to leave you all with tonight. Okay. I love y'all so much. I'm glad, we're going to call this week's Blueprint Live. This one is a shorty. This is a shorty because, baby, time to go ahead and log off. But I love being able to have my time on the show where I'm like, it's just us and we could really, really key in. I'm super excited about next Thursday. I got my good friend Bobby Wright joining me. Baby, we're going to have some laughs. We're going to talk some talk, okay? And catch up with him. Because if you all don't know, Bobby came on with Maisha. Shout out to Maisha. Shout out to everyone that came on during the first year that I started my show. And it's crazy to be here 5 years later and to be able to have him come back as a co-host. And it's been so much changes that's happened since then. But I'm excited to catch up with Bobby about everything that he's been doing. I mean, he's got shows left and right, genuinely out here killing it. So he's definitely someone that you all should know, and I'm excited to have him on next week because we're gonna get into some conversations. Y'all know we don't get the men all the time on the Blueprint Live. So when we do, we gotta turn up. Okay, we gotta turn all the way up. So I'm super excited about that, and I want to thank everyone. Love you too, Auntie Tracy. I want to thank everyone that tuned in. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all networks. Just type in at the BP Media Co. and we'll pop right up. Make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi. Okay, that's MzMetchi. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, make sure that you all are following me. And if you're interested in advertising your business or your initiative on the show, make sure that you reach out to me. Just visit thebpmediaco.com. Okay, that's literally all you have to do. Got to thank my amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusions, Paris Ice Bar, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, and Black Dollar Days. Our amazing sponsors, they keep everything going for the Blueprint Live, so thank you to them. And of course, where would I be without my amazing radio partners? Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. Okay, I love y'all. Special thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight. And until next week, okay? Oh, wait, Bobby, I'm not asking you about Vegan Kitty. No, we're not doing that. I love y'all. And until next week, bye.